Hi there, I'm Carrie Bradley with the Frank Allen Financial Group. We look after your employee benefits plan that's sponsored through your employer. In addition to that, I am also a registered holistic nutritionist and a registered yoga instructor. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today was food combining. I mentioned it a little bit in the article that preceded this link that you clicked on. And so I want to give you a little bit more information about that. Food combining can be really complicated or it can be really simple. Personally, I like to keep things simple, so we're going to kind of ignore a lot of the big theory about it and just talk about what you can do personally every day just to avoid that really growly, bloaty tummy. And the biggest thing when it comes to food combining is thinking about what it takes to digest the foods that you're eating. So it takes an alkaline environment and specific enzymes to digest carbohydrate foods, and it takes an acidic environment and other specific enzymes to digest protein. So here's my big tip. Avoid eating grains and meat together. We can really drill down and get a lot more specific with food combining, but those two things, I think if you keep those completely separate, you will notice a big difference. And once you do that and you get used to it and you get familiar with it and it starts to feel way, way better, then you can start to get a little bit more into the specifics of it. But that's the thing that I really want you to do. If you want a little bit more information, when it comes to food combining, the way it works is foods are separated into specific categories. So it's a little bit like the Canada Food Guide, but for different purposes. So we separate foods into starchy, non-starchy, protein, protein being what we call the flesh category. So that's basically any animal product. So dairy, eggs, and meat specifically. Other sources of protein like beans, legumes, generally are considered starchy. So when we look at why we're breaking them down this way, again, it's because of the enzymes and the acids that are required to break them down. And if we eat the two things that take opposite enzymes and opposite chemicals to break them down, so specifically starch and meat, starch, alkaline, meat, acidity. So if we want to break those two things down, we put them in the body together in the stomach. Now we're introducing alkaline enzymes and acidic enzymes. They neutralize each other. So now nothing's working, and generally it's going to be the mechanical movement of your stomach that's actually going to start to digest. So it's that mechanical grinding of your stomach, the musculature. That's what's gonna actually wind up digesting the food and break it down, and that takes a lot more work. When the chemicals aren't working properly, that mechanical work is a lot harder, and that's what makes it noisy. And so if we keep things simple, if you've got any questions once you try it, if you want in a little bit more detail on how you can drill down and get a little more specific in it, feel free to ask me anytime, but I want you to keep that really simple little tip for now. I hope it works for you. Let me know if it does. Have a wonderful day.